of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Broncos and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Partner, we've seen Melvin Gordon do it a variety of ways running the football. How about that last run? Had a little shake and bake to it there, didn't he?
He did.
Kind of reminded me of when he was at Wisconsin and what he did in Nebraska. His last...
Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 63 yards. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. But for Jerry Jeudy, this is why he was a first-round pick back in 2020. The route running, the hands are great, but the speed, that sets him apart.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Penny. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Now Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it with Penny. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now Rashad Penny. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They go play action with Wilson. On the move to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
On 3rd down, Penny. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Penny will try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT.
And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out in the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. These two teams all tied after 1. First down, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 49 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll run with Dallas. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. From the 41, Wilson.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
On the ground, it's Dallas.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Wilson. Williams brings it in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 33 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
The extra point now coming from Myers. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver's offense now set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From the 29, Bridgewater. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 71 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were
into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Out quickly to Judy. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Gordon. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down and goal. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Jordan Brooks. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Third and goal for Bridgewater. He's got it. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Wilson. Steps away. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. On 1st down, Wilson rolling to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Teddy Bridgewater and the Broncos ready to go on offense.
And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. So we've reached halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. This is Homer. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll run this with Homer. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Play action. It's Eason.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10,
Eason.
fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Now Eason.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Jacob Eason.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here's Eason to throw.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
They'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. He was a 3rd-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the 1st round, late in the 1st round. He ends up sliding to the 3rd, so a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They'll go with Boone. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And he is going to lose yardage here. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He sets to fire deep.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Eason.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's Eason off the play fake.
Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Lock now on 3rd and goal. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now Wilson on the move to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Here's Wilson. Steps away. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
They're throwing it on 1st down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a 1st down.
He's back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra point. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Drew Lock and the Broncos. Down 28-27, 45 seconds remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, they really could have turned this one upside down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Now Lock.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Lock.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Going on the ground with Homer. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Homer. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Wilson wants to throw it, rolling to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.